Hello, Naimi Narastu is here. I am a chemistry education student in 11 Maret University. In this video, you will be able to know what is carbon footprint, what is the carbon footprint of fashion, and how to reduce the carbon footprint of our fashion. What is carbon footprint? A carbon footprint is basically the total amount of greenhouse gases emissions, usually in tons, that anything, a person, activity, organization, event, or product has produced. It is calculated by summing the emissions resulting from every stage of a product or service lifetime: material production, manufacturing, use, and end of life. Greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and fluorinated gases. Greenhouse gases are the gases which trap heat in the atmosphere. They produce the greenhouse effect and contribute to global warming and climate change. Next, what is the carbon footprint of fashion? According to the 2020 McKinsey Fashion on Climate report, research shows that the global apparel and footwear industry produce more greenhouse gases than France, Germany, and the UK combined in 2018, totaling 2.1 billion tons of CO2 emissions, approximately 4% of total global emissions. Around 70% of the fashion industry's emissions come from upstream activities such as materials production, preparation, and processing. The remaining 30% were associated with downstream retail operation, the use space, and end-of-use activities. Synthetic fibers, polyester, acrylic, nylon, etc. used in the majority of our clothes are made from fossil fuel, making production much more energy intensive than with natural fibers. Polyester is a plastic made from oil. Extracting and processing the raw materials to make it is highly energy intensive. 46.1 million tons of polyester produced in 2014, releasing 655 million tons of CO2 into the atmosphere, around 40% of total. As an agricultural crop, cotton's carbon footprint is lower than polyester, but fertilizer use releases nitrous oxide. Moreover, the global cotton crops use 8.2 million metric tons of chemicals. Those inputs impoverish the soil, pollute waterways, decimate biodiversity, and often poison people. They also mean that the carbon footprint of cotton is extraordinarily high. Globally, cotton's cultivation accounts for 220 million metric tons of CO2 per year. Beyond the raw material stage, the energy used in manufacturing, transporting, packaging, and selling a garment all make a contribution to its emission footprint. But the climate impact doesn't stop at the shop. What happens during a garment's lifetime of use also contributes, as does the end of its life. The problem is exacerbated by the fast fashion trend of recent years. We are buying more clothes than ever before, wearing them fewer times, repairing them less, and throwing them away sooner. Currently, fewer than 1% of garments are made into new clothes. With only 20% of fabrics being recycled at all, the rest go into landfill or get incinerated. After we know about the carbon footprint of fashion, we should know how to reduce the carbon footprint of our fashion. The ways are: the first one is buy from climate-conscious brands. This means the brands have a production line with low embedded emission and thus strictly reduce waste throughout the supply chain. Second, purchase local fashion product. Buying from local producer is a way to cut down on the distance your clothing has to travel and avoid unnecessary carbon emissions. Plus, it can be fun to support local product. Third, look for certified organic fabrics. Certified organic cotton is grown without harmful pesticides, requires less energy and water, and use sustainable fertilizing practice. The last one is thrifting or buy second-hand. According to result from TradeUp, if everyone bought one item used instead of new this year, it will save 5.7 billion lbs of CO2 emissions. After we all know the dangers of the carbon footprint and how the fashion industry contributes a lot of carbon emissions, I hope we can participate in reducing the carbon footprint by the ways I have explained before. So that is it for this video. Hopefully this video is useful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.